Who are you? A very interesting question, can be answered in many different ways. Who are you? Who are you? Often we identify ourselves with our job, with our car, with our holidays, with our house, with our kids, with our dogs, whatever, but that's not who you are. It's not who you are. A while ago, I had a conversation with someone who said, I want to figure out who I am. I want to figure out who I am. And to me also, it's been a very important question in my journey. And even though I don't pretend to have all the answers, I don't. I think I think the question itself, if you're looking for your authentic you, I don't think that journey is just a journey of trying to figure it all out. Because who you are, to figure out who you are, is way to figure out who you are is doing things from the true you. So let me explain. Making choices from your authentic you, so not from voices in your head, not from what your parents once told you, what is. It's not about how you need to be at work. It's all about what is the truest answer on the questions I have in decision-wise, what I should do, where I should go to. And often we know this answer. We know what we have to do. We know what we have to focus on. There is only one thing. We have 20 million reasons not to do it. And every single one of those 20 million reasons has nothing to do with the authentic you. So who are you? Who are you? I just recently discovered a voice dialogue, and I needed it myself because the last 2 months, I'm glad they're finished because they weren't the happiest. And next week, I will have somebody interviewing me about this technique that I applied on myself, on my own journey. It's going to be a vulnerable one. Sorry, I find it a difficult word. But I need to do it. I need to do it. So next week, I don't know exactly what, latest episode 55. Today's number 50, by the way. Today's number 50. But so if you recognize yourself being in the journey of figuring out who are you, I think that journey is a lot about again and again and again and again making those decisions where you feel joy, where you feel energy, where you feel a stream of if you watch the video, you see me smiling. A stream of abundance, of okay, I don't know where it brings me, but I just know I have to follow this route. But it can also be a lot easier. It can also be a lot easier. For example, if you have you make tons of choices on a weekly or a monthly basis, and also hundreds of choices on a daily basis. Tiny choices that often go so unconscious that you don't realize you make all those choices. But the more you're able to influence those choices, the more you find who you truly are. The more you follow the effortlessness in those choices, the more you will figure out who you really are. And I keep on saying who you really are, but from there, of course, follows what you truly want to do, what you really want to focus on, to live a joyful life with success, whatever it means for you. But joy is key element. And Because for some people, the journey towards success is really joyful. So it doesn't matter what success means for you. It's just a word. It's just a word. Yeah. So I had this conversation and with this lady that started on a journey to figure out who she was. And I believe the journey is not, you start a journey and then at a certain point you know who you are. Of course the digging helps, but I think finding out who you really are is more into, on an everyday base, be aware of the choices you have on a daily base. Every single moment you're making choices. Okay, I have this one thought. What am I going to do with it? I have this one thought, pulls me down. What am I going to do with it? I have this, oh, I really don't feel like working on this. Maybe I can do it tomorrow, and then just pick something that gives me a little bit more energy today. So all those tiny little choices, if you're aware of them, every time you have a choice, why do I make the choice? Why do I pick a yes and why do I pick a no? And it doesn't matter the yes or the no, but it's in answer A is most probably that it's not your authentic answer. It's not your answer. It's the answer you believe you should make because you were told so, because it's normal, because it's blah, 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 blah. And if you go for B, it might be a bit more without all those voices. And you have like 100 chances every day. Now, you won't be making most probably the 100 choices aware, and because it's very complex. But it can only be one. It can, and from one comes two, and then comes three, and then comes four. And when you start this journey, there is only one. You know for sure there is never an end. I don't think a life journey, of course a life journey doesn't end until you're not here in this physical body anymore. And then you can still question if it ends or if you continue in another way, right? It depends on what you believe, how you see it. Without being anything right or wrong, things are. But if you're there to listen to a different voice compared to your regular voice, doesn't matter how you do it, then you're on your journey to be truly you, to be and act as truly who you are. I think that is why we're here. You can answer yourself, why do we make it ourselves so difficult? Yeah, well, that question, if I try to answer that question, it makes me feel stuck. I don't want to be stuck, so I just do it, whatever is. Well, it's a bit of a philosophic, whatever. I think you know what I mean, because I think the word is this way is used in multiple languages. Yeah, an episode. It's good. It's number 50, right? So it matches the number of the podcast episode. But I think this is the journey, and everything you touch, every personal development or every bit of awareness helps you towards you truly being you. And it's been my journey. It still is my journey. If you listen to the episode next week where I'm going to be interviewed about, I don't know, my past 2 months, there is a voice inside my head that says, don't do it, Susan, don't do it, Susan, don't do it, Susan. But I know I have to do it. I know I have to do it because even though it feels often very alone, I am not alone. And once I choose to share, I realize I'm not alone. That's one, that's for myself, but that's to keep my voice down. But hopefully inspires you to just continue, and that's okay. That if it's not okay, on moments, on occasions. So, okay. So like episode 55, 54, 53, one of those, in a few days. And thank you for listening to this one. And if you are on this journey to find your true self, yeah, enjoy. It's a fun journey because every milestone is fun. Every discovery on the way can be bumpy, but it is fun. It will be fun, and your journey is yeah, for you, and that's already, only that is already fun. Thank you for listening.